Hey, what's up, guys? Back to 1949 we go. The White Sox come into Cleveland. The Indians now game and a half out of first place after slipping a little bit, but they're back home. See what they can do with Frank Papish on the mound. Pitching against Don Wheeler. Of course, you've seen Don Wheeler before here. Wheeler takes a strike. He's hitting .326 with a .473 on-base percentage. Takes a ball, then 1-1 on the catcher, and there's a ball outside, 2-1 on Wheeler. I know, odd to have the catcher hitting first, but when you're hitting like this, you got to hit. And there's a foul ball into the seats, full count now on Don. And there's a pop-up out into the seats again. Count remains full. And it's fouled away. Count full still. Foul again. And there's ball 4. That's what I told you. Don Wheeler, on-base machine. Now Gus Zernial, runner on at first base. And there's a pitch fouled away, 0-1. And there's a line drive into left center field. It's a base hit, and Zernial will get at least a double out of that. Wheeler's turning around third, trying to go home. Here comes a throw, and it's a bad throw by Boudreau, who was the cutoff man, the relay man. And that means that the White Sox get the first run here. It's 1-0 Chicago, up and now Luke Appling. So you think Cleveland's coming home, they'll be able to get it turned around. Maybe not. 0-2 quickly is the count on Luke. Pop up out of play, still 0-2 is the count. And inside in that pitch, 1-2. And there's a ball high, 2-2 on Luke. And there's strike 3 called right down the middle. Luke, you got to swing. One gone. Zernial still on second. That's it over left field. Over Mitchell's head, short hops the wall. And that's a double there for Goldsberry. It's 2-0. Apologies. 2-0 now for the White Sox. Up is Cass Michaels, our friend, who fouls one away. 0-1. That's low. 1-1 on Michaels. Michaels not having the sort of all-star year in the simulation he did in real life. It's 1-2 now on him as he fouled one away. That's high, 2-2. The ball low again. Full count now on Michaels. And that's way off the plate. And that's the second walk given up by Frank here. He's got 1 strikeout, 2 walks here, and we haven't had that many batters. Here comes Jerry Scala. Takes the ball. Only 1 out, top of the first. And that's up high, 2-0. That's high again, 3-0 now on Jerry. And that is high again. So Papish missing everything high. 3 walks in the inning, and here comes Floyd Baker. Baker watches the strike, 0-1, and there's another strike, 0-2. Papish, 4.13 ERA with a 1-0 record, 1-2, and there's another ball to Floyd, 2-0. Or 2-2, and there's a fly ball over to right field, and Kennedy's got that one. Goldsberry tagging at third decides not to go for home, and so there's 2 away now. Here is Dave Philly. Long first inning for the White Sox. Indians have not come up yet. It's already 2-0. There's a ball and another, a strike. They're going to call it a check swing. Pitch number 35 for Frank. 1-1 the count on Philly, and that's inside. Another ball, 2-1. Foul back, 2-2. That's fouled up in the upper deck, out of play. 2-2 the pitch. And there's one in the dirt that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Papish is able to get out of the inning eventually. We go to the bottom of the first, and it's only a 2-0 White Sox lead as the White Sox strand 3. Here's Ken Keltner, who takes a strike up against Billy Pierce, and then a ball. Pierce 1-3 with a 4.15 ERA. 2-1 pitch is there, and there's a ground ball over to Baker, throws over to first, 1 away. Larry Doby up there now, takes a strike. And there's a ball outside, 1-1. Strike in there, 1-2. And 2-2 as that was in tie. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, a 1 out of the zone and low. So that's strike 3 on Doby. That'll bring up Mickey Vernon. Vernon fouls 1 away, 0-1. And there's a ball high to Mickey. 1-1 the count. That's hit to the other way, and that's a base hit there, opposite field, left field, and that'll bring up Lou Boudreau. Runner on at first base, 1 out, bottom of the first. 2-0 game, just getting into the swing of things. Throw to first, nothing doing, and there's a strike in there to Lou. Ground ball over the mound, up the middle for a base hit, and that sends Vernon to third. Boudreau continues to hit very, very well in this simulation. And here now is Dale Mitchell. Mitchell takes a ball high, and there's a strike, 1-1 on Dale. It's inside, 2-1. It's off the plate, 3-1. And that's a single the opposite ways. That'll score at least 1. Boudreau we're going to hold. Old man's not going to run that well. 2-1, I'm sorry. White Sox. And up now is Bob Kennedy, 2-1. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. 1-1 the count now on Kennedy. And that one's way low in the dirt, 2-1. And there's ball 3 to him, a 3-1 pitch, and that's high. There's ball 4. So 1 walk for Pierce. We've had a barrage of walks so far, and here is Joe Gordon, the man that the Yankees probably wish they hadn't given up, and he lines one straight to Luke Appling as short. We go to the top of the second inning. Here is Billy Pierce, who takes a strike for the White Sox. 2-1, the White Sox in the lead. Another strike to Pierce, and he swings and misses at the third one, and down he goes, 1 away. Don Wheeler. Wheeler fouls 1 away, 0-1. And there's a ball inside, 1-1 on Don. Ground ball to second base. Gordon has the throws to first, 2 away. And here's Gus Zernial who takes the ball and hits one over to left center field. And Doby running after that one is able to catch up with it, makes the catch. And we go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Mike Tresh here, the catcher for the Indians. Hasn't played much so far this season. 273 is what he's hitting, and that's all 3 slash lines. 1-2 the count on him. Curveball low. So nothing but singles for Mike, no walks. 2-2 the count, and that's fouled away. Still 2-2. Foul back again. 2-2 on Mike. That's high. Full count now on Tresh, and that's popped up short right field. Michaels or Philly, it's going to be Michaels. 1 away. Frank Papish now. Papish hitting 143. 1-1 is the count on him quickly. There's a curve low and away. 2-1. It's high and outside. 3-1 pitch, and that's a breaking ball. He swung and missed, and that one was really badly fooled. And this time he looked at the pitch, and that was in there for a strike, and he goes down looking. 2 away. Ken Kellner now takes the ball, and there's a foul ball by Ken. 1-1. And ground ball over to first. Goldsberry has it, goes to the bag himself, and we go to the top of the third. Luke Appling fouls 1 away up into the stands, and then takes the ball. 1-1. Fouled left side out of play. It's 1-2 on Luke. That's inside for a ball. 2-2. And he fouls that one off his foot. 2-2 still on Luke, and that's off the play. Full count now on Luke Appling. It's hit over to right field. Kennedy goes over, grabs that one. I believe it was, yes. And that's the first out here, top of the third. Gordon Goldsberry now takes a ball in tight. And then takes a strike in the outside corner, 1-1. There's another strike to him, 1-2. And it's a fly ball over to Doby in center for the second out. 2 gone. Cass Michaels now takes the ball, and then a strike, 1-1. And that's outside, 2-1 on Cass. There's a bloopers, short center field. Doby on the sprint, on the run, makes that catch, and we go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Larry Doby leading this off, and he takes a strike in there, and there's one fouled away, 0-2 on Larry. It's hit towards the center of the diamond, base hit for Doby, and he's the runner on at first base. That'll bring up Mickey Vernon. So runner on at first base now for the Indians, still down 2-1. Here comes Vernon, who's 1 for 1 today, and had scored a run, and he ends up hitting a fly ball over to left field. Zernial is there for the out, and there's 1 away. First pitch swinging. Now Lou Boudreau, also 1 for 1 today, takes the ball. 350 is average. There's another ball to him, 2-0. And not much power, but just a little bit. Wee bit of power. Ball 3 in there to Boudreau. And he takes a strike, 3-1. And there's ball 4, low and inside. And Pierce has given up his second walk. So both pitchers struggling early on with their control. Here now is Dale Mitchell, runners on a first and second. Mitchell's also 1 for 1 and drove in that run earlier. Here he takes the ball. And then another ball high and inside, 2-0. And there's the strike in there, 2-1 on Mitchell. Fly ball over to center field. It's going to be Scala who grabs that for the out. We'll have Doby hold at second, 2 away. And here is Bob Kennedy. Ball 1 there to Kennedy. Fly ball over to Scala in center, and we go to the top of the fourth. Still 2-1 White Sox. Jerry Scala now up there after making those 2 catches. Fouls 1 away and takes the ball low, 1-1. It's high and tight, 2-1 on Jerry. And that's low and outside, 3-1 pitch. Fouled away, full count now on Jerry. And that's low again. He takes the walk. That's number 4 given up by Frank. And here's Floyd Baker. And on goes Jerry over to second. That's a poor throw from Tresh. And fortunately, I think it was Boudreau. Yes, it was Boudreau able to snag that, preventing it from going into center field. But there's a runner on at second base now for the White Sox. And Baker's still up there. Takes a strike this time, 1-1. There's a ball high on him, 2-1. And there's ball 3-1, the count. And that's out and away, and that's the 5th walk given up by Frank. Up will come Dave Philly. Runners on at first and second now. Philly takes the ball high, and there's one well inside, 2-0. And there's a strike, finally something in the zone, 2-1 pitch. That's fouled away, 2-2. Inside again, full count now on Dave Philly, and there's ball 4, high and outside. So 3 walks here in this inning, 6 given up by Frank Papish here in we're in the 4th inning of the ball game, and this is not the sort of outing that he was envisioning. He had a bit better control than this in real life, and Billy Pierce, the pitcher's up there now, and takes the ball, and then fouls 1 away, 1-1. It's a long drive deep to center field, and Doby's got that for an out, as deep as that was. That will score a run, however, and send Baker over to third. It's 3-1 White Sox. Don Wheeler up there now with 1 out, and he takes a strike quickly, and then fouls 1 away, 0-2 on Don. It's fouled into the second deck, still 0-2. It's fouled straight back again. There's a ball off the plate, 1-2, and that's in tight, 2-2. inside for ball 3. So Frank is going to load the bases again here in a second. That's fouled away. Full count still to Don. Another foul ball. Full count remains. It's a bouncer over to short, and we're going to go for the double play. Boudreau to second for 1 and on to first for the double play. And so that does it for the 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th now. 3-1 Chicago. Here's Joe Gordon. Only 2 hits for the White Sox. Lots of walks have given the Indians their problems. And Gordon, with a ball on him, hits that one deep to left field, and that's right along the line. Zernial runs after that one, and he runs out of room. That baby's gone. Home run for Joe Gordon makes it a 3-2 ball game. So Gordon didn't come through with the bases loaded in the first, but this time does with nobody on. 3-2 the score. Now here's Mike Tresh. 1-1 the count, and there's a ground ball over to Michaels. Easy does it to first. 1 away. Frank Papish now takes a strike inside corner, 0-1. And swinging and a miss at a high fastball, 0-2 on Frank. And now he's watched that one go by for strike 3, 2 away. And here's Keltner. Keltner 0 for 2 today, takes a strike, hits one over the left field, and that's going to be caught there by Zernial for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 5th. 3-2 White Sox, still an exciting game. And there's a strike in there to Zernial to lead it off, and in a ball, 1-1. High again, 2-1. Papish having some problems. Ground ball over to the left side under Keltner's glove. Boudreau, very, very good range on that one. Grabs it, throws all the way over to first, and just gets Zernial by about half a step. 1 away. Here's Luke Appling. Takes the ball and fouls 1 away. 1-1 the count on Appling. And there's a ball. 2-1. That's on the outside edge for a strike. 2-2 on 2-2 on Appling, and that's inside. Full count now on him. There's a pop-up. Joe Gordon, second baseman, grabs that for the out, 2 away. And here is Goldsberry striking there to Gordon, 0-1. That's bounced in the dirt, 1-1 on Gordon. There's a strike outside edge, 1-2. Ball is high, 2-2 on Gordon. Ground ball second base, and the other Gordon, Flash Gordon, grabs that, throws over to first, not in time. Gordon Goldsberry able to beat that one out, so there's a runner on at first with 2 outs, top of the 5th now for Chicago. And here's Cass Michaels, who takes the ball. And a ball low this time, 2-0. There's a strike in there to him, 2-1. And that's in the outside corner again, 2-2. And that's up high, full count on Michaels. Hits one deep the left field line, and that is fair ball, and that is off the wall. And here comes Goldsberry around third. Here's the relay throw from Boudreau, and it goes home, and it's not in time, and it's a 4-2 ball game. So that was a fair ball hit down there by Michaels, who's trying to get that slugging percentage up a little bit. 4-2 now for the White Sox. Here's Jerry Scala taking a ball. That's hit to deep left center field, and that's going to be a extra base hit, and Scala's in there with a triple. 5-2 is now the score, and I think it's about time that we said goodnight to Frank. So Frank Papish is not going to get through 5 innings. This is going to be a problem possibly for the Indians, and we're trying to look here to see what we're going to put in. Probably Sam Zoldak, I think, is going to be the pitcher for now, and then we'll see what happens later on in this game. So Zoldak comes into this game, 8 innings pitched, no earned runs allowed, runner on at first base, and he throws a ball to Floyd Baker, and then a ball in the dirt with the runner on at third, 2-0 the count. There's a foul ball at the plate, 2-1. Baker hits one by the mound past everybody for a base hit, clean hit up the middle. It's now 6-2 Chicago. Here now Dave Philly hits a ground ball over to first base. And Vernon runs to the bag with that one, and he just barely outraces Philly to it for the out. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-2 now Chicago. Here's Larry Doby, who takes the strike. And there's a foul ball. 0-2 the count. Takes the ball then, 1-2. Swing and a miss of that one, and he strikes out. And Billy Pierce picks up strikeout number 4. Now Mickey Vernon takes a strike outside edge. And then a ball. 1-1 the count on Mickey. Ground ball right of the mound, and Cass Michaels has that one. Good play on that. Throws over to first in time, 2 away. Here's Lou Boudreau. That's a fastball outside for a ball, and one inside, 2-0 the count. That's inside again, and it's 3-0 on Lou. And he's swinging 3-0. Ground ball over to Appling, who throws to first. We should have had him take. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Here's Billy Pierce, who takes the strike now from Sam Zoldak and hits one to right field, and that's right between Vernon and Gordon for a base hit. That brings up Wheeler. Pierce, by the way, 1 for 2 today, also has a run batted in from earlier. So now it's Don Wheeler, who pushes a bunt foul or hits one foul to the right side, takes another strike, 0-2. It's a breaking ball inside, 1-2. Ground ball left side of the mound, and Zoldak has to go to first. Pierce moves up to second, 1 away, and here's Gus Zernial. Zernial, of course, the power here behind the White Sox, has a 1-1 count on him. And hits one down up the middle, and it's fielded by Boudreau, and his only play at first as Pierce moves over to third. 2 away, and here is Luke Appling. Appling takes the ball inside. Appling, 10 RBIs so far in the season. 2-0 the count on him. Good on-base percentage. Hits that one over to left field, and Dale Mitchell goes over, grabs that for the out. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And look who it is. Dale Mitchell, as poetic as it seems, takes a strike and hits that one down the first base line. That'll be in there fair for a extra base hit. Philly goes to get that one out of the corner. Mitchell rounding second, heading over to third, and he will wind up safe with a triple. And so just like that, the Indians are back in business. Up comes Bob Kennedy, runner on our third base, nobody out. Infield is back. There's a ball in there to Kennedy, 1-0. That's in the dirt, 2-0 now on Bob. And that's in the dirt, loose, and boy, Mitchell comes in to score the run as Wheeler unable to get around to that, and it's a 6-3 ball game. 3 balls now on Bob Kennedy, and he hits one over to left field. Zernial tries a shoestring catch and dives and is just about to get it and doesn't quite. It falls to the ground at the end of it, and that puts Kennedy on at first base with a base hit number 7 for the Indians, and here's Joe Gordon. Gordon takes a ball, home run last time, and hits another one to left field. That's a base hit. This one not quite as deep. Kennedy turning around second, but we'll have him hold there. Runners now on first and second, and the potential tying run in Mike Tresh comes up to the plate. Tresh, not much of a home run threat. Takes the ball outside, 1-0. Swing and a miss on that one. It's 1-1. And that's smashed on the first base line, and Goldsberry grabs that line drive, scorching liner for the out. Gordon holds at first. 1 away, and here is Sam Zoldak. And this is where we really have a question. It's, well, he hit 375 and 8 at-bats in real life. Do we want to bunt with him, or do we want to swing away in this situation? I think we have to bunt. And so he does bunts that one back to Pierce, and he flips over to Michaels, the second baseman covering at first, and the 2 runners move up. 2 gone, and here's Ken Kellner. Kellner now hitting 284. That average has fallen considerably in kind of a little slump now. 0 for 3 today, and he takes the ball low. There's one popped up foul, 1-1. There's a line drive between short and third. That's a base hit. It'll score 1. Around comes Joe Gordon, and we'll have Kellner hold at first, and the ball is over Wheeler's head, and that makes this a 6-5 ball game. And there's going to be a change in pitching here for the White Sox. Clyde Schoen will come in. I think we've seen him before, actually, here on these videos. Schoen, one inning pitched, has a 0-0 record, and has basically 1 strikeout, 2 walks to his pitching credit. Up comes Larry Doby with Kellner on at first base, and Doby takes the ball high. And there's a ground ball to short. Appling has it and throws to first, and we go to the top of the 7th. So as soon as I thought the White Sox were running away with this one, the Indians come back, 6-5 the score. Here's Gordon Goldsberry, takes the ball, and there's another ball low, 2-0. Fastball inside, 3-0, and that's high and inside, ball 4, and that'll bring up Cass Michaels. So we kept Zoldak in the game. Don't make me regret it. Goldsberry goes with this first pitch, which is the ball, and Tresh throws to second, and they've got him tied up, and he is out trying to steal. 1 away. Michaels up there, 1-0 count. Ground ball to the right side, and Zoldak has it, throws to first for the out, 2 gone. Jerry Scala takes a strike and swings and misses another one, 0-2. And there's a swing and a miss after that sidearm pitch, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 6-5 still to score, and here is Mickey Vernon. Vernon takes the ball inside, or outside rather, and that one misses away, away, and there's another one that misses. 3-0, the count on Vernon. And there's ball 4 wide of the plate. He was taking all the way, and he represents the potential tying run. Up now is Lou Boudreau. Boudreau 1 for 2 today. Good hitter. Pops one up, third base side, out of play. 0-1 the count. Wonder if we're going to bunt with Boudreau. You're crazy if you think we're going to do that. And there's a line drive through the right side for a base hit. That's what happens when you have that infield in. Boudreau with a single. Vernon moves over to third, and there are runners on the corners with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Whoops, hit the wrong button. This is what I went ahead. And so we'll take a look and see what is going on here. You can see down at the corner of the screen, it looks like the computer's decided to pull the infield in, which I think is a really bizarre move. So, I mean, Dale Mitchell's not much of a bunter. Maybe he could bunt for a hit, but in this situation, we want him swinging away. 347 average, a lot of slugging. He takes the ball high, 1-0. Line shot, short center field, base hit, scores a run. Boudreau will stop at second base. And Mitchell now 3 for 4 and has his second RBI. It's a 6-6 ball game, and we have just seen Cleveland come all the way back. So Now, there's a change of pitchers once again. We're going to have to go back really quick and take a look at this because I've kind of dropped the ball on all of the pitching changes that we've had so far. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, it was shown for a while, and then Surkant. So Schoen blows the save opportunity, obviously, by giving up this run. Surkant now the new pitcher. Schoen only got one out, and that was back in the inning before this in the sixth, and he was the one who put a stop to that 3-run rally. Hard Rock, I'm supposing, is what his nickname was. And here comes Bob Kennedy, runners on at first and second. Surkant, of course, 5.44 ERA, throws a ball, 1-0. There's a fastball, 1-1. Kennedy, good bunter, but we're going to swing away, I think, with him here. 1-2, the count on him. And he went on that one. That's a strikeout, 1 away. Up now, Joel Gordon. Gordon with the home run already today. 2 hits, 2 for 3. Takes a fastball wide, 1-0. And a strike, 1-1. Ball is low, 2-1. It's low and away for ball 3. And we'll have him take. And that's low and inside for ball 4. That brings up Mike Tresh. Base is loaded, 1 away, and up comes Mike Tresh for the Indians. Infield is in, of course. Tresh takes a ball. That's belted to right field the other way, and that is very close to a home run. Philly goes back and grabs that one. That's deep enough to score a run and to allow Mitchell to move on to third. And just like that, we have ourselves a 7-6 ball game in favor of Cleveland. So Mike Tresh, the backup catcher here, is able to come in and provide the hit the ball far enough for a sacrifice fly to make something happen. Here's Sam Zoldak. We'll have him swing away. 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th. 1-1 the count. Now 1-2 as that fastball's in there for a strike. Fouls 1 away, still 1-2. Pop-up foul ground just out of Wheeler's reach, still 1-2. And he swung and missed at that one and strikes out swinging. So we go to the top of the 8th inning. It's a 7-6 lead for the Indians, and here's Floyd Baker. Zoldak has been in there a couple of innings, 2 1/3. It's a fly ball by Baker over to left field. Mitchell has it for the out, 1 away. Up comes Dave Philly. 2 2/3 now is what Zoldak has been in for. Not many pitches on the pitch clock, though. 2-0 now the count to Philly. There's a strike. It's 2-1. There's another foul ball, 2-2. Popped up behind the plate, out of play. 2-2 pitch to Philly again. It's fouled away, still 2-2. Foul back, 2-2. Ground ball, it's going to be Zoldak who has it, throws to first for the out, 2 away. And here comes the pitcher spot, and it'll be Bud Showcock who comes in. And he hits a fly ball over to Mitchell in left field for the out. Easy. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Al Gettle, the new relief pitcher there for the White Sox, up against Ken Kellner, is leading things off. 1 for 4 today is Ken. And he takes a strike quickly, 0-1. Ground ball to the right side. Michaels has it, throws to first, 1 away. Larry Doby now takes a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. Then holds up on that one, 1-1 the count of Larry. There's a swing and a miss on a low pitch, 1-2. Ground ball over to Baker, left side, throws to first, 2 gone. Mickey Vernon now takes a strike, outside corner, 0-1. There's a ball. A hard ground ball down the first base line, and that is just fair, and that's going to be past Goldsberry and off into the corner. Vernon winds up on second with a double, so that's hit number 12 for the Indians in this game. Man on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning, and that brings up Lou Boudreau. Boudreau has been terrorizing the White Sox so far today. Takes a ball low. There's another ball to him, 2 for 3, 1 run scored. And there is a smash in the left field, and that baby's gone. That is a home run for Boudreau. As they say, that was his first. That is his first of the season, and that makes us a 9-6 ball game. Up now is Dale Mitchell, and he takes a strike, 0-1. It's fouled back 0-2 on Mitchell. There's a shot into the hole past Appling for a base hit, and that means Mitchell's 4 for 5 today. And he just may very well be your player of the game. Now it's Bob Kennedy who comes up to face against Ed Kleeman. Ground ball over to third base. Baker has it, throws it on to first, and we go to the top of the 9th. Zoldak's still in there, up against Don Wheeler, throws the ball low, and there's a strike, 1-1. Zoldak hasn't given up a run yet this season, 2-1 on Wheeler, and there's one fouled away, 2-2. It's hit deep to right center field, but Kennedy's back there for it, for the out, 1 away. Gus Zernial now takes a strike, and there's a ball high and inside, 1-1 on Gus. Foul ball, 1-2. Fastball up and in, 2-2. Lined over to right field, and that's in front of Kennedy for a base hit. That brings up Luke Appling. Appling 0 for 4 today, takes the ball inside. Talk about guys in the slump. Here's one. 2-0 now the count on Luke. And there's ball 3 to him. It's 3-0, and there's a strike, 3-1 now to Appling. Pop up left field. Mitchell running in, makes the catch. 2 away. Appling now with that big old goose egg 0 for 5. And here will be Joe Tipton, a pinch hitter, takes the ball. Not sure why you put him in this position. 2-0 the count. Swing and a foul ball. 2-1 now on Tipton. It's lined over to left field. That's the reason why you put him in. That's a base hit that lands in front of Mitchell, and that'll bring up Cass Michaels. Cass Michaels, the blog legend, comes up. So Tipton gets the base hit. Michaels takes the ball close, 1-0. There's a soft line drive over to Boudreau at short for the out, and that does it. So the Indians end up winning this one 9-6. Kind of a come-from-behind win for them. Sam Zoldak will get the win, 1-0 in the season. He throws 58 pitches overall, 4 1/3 innings he goes, and he has not given up a run yet this season. How about that? There's your big surprise of the season so far. Indians are going to move up to 1 game out of first, and we'll see how the Yankees and Red Sox do. If they lose, I believe if the Yankees lose, then Cleveland will be only a half game out of first place again, and they could do in 1949 what they did in 1948. So we'll talk with you a little bit more tomorrow, and we'll have another game for you then. Talk to you then. Bye.